Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? We're just gonna do a little showcase today. It's just a little fun video where I show you some gameplay. Specifically, we're gonna test out our Lilina. I think our T. I don't even remember who else. We're just gonna have some fun with these breaker units, and we're gonna try to solve some problems that I generally have in Arena Assault. And these are problems you guys have too, since I hear so many times that people can't handle a distant counter, people can't handle their Hectors, people can't handle Bolin. So this will hopefully give you some ideas. We use this Lilina every single Arena Assault. I can't remember an Arena Assault in the last month or so. I haven't brought her in. She just doesn't look very good, you know? Like, she's got attack +3, she's got Axe Breaker, she's got plus HP, minus defense or something like that. She's got Growing Flame and a Bolganone, and she still slaughters everything. So breakers are amazing. I can't praise that enough, and enjoy some gameplay here, guys. Okay, so we're going to test out a couple of those units we mentioned, at least one of them anyway. We have our Sheeta here for fun. She's got the Cavalry and Armored. We're going to try to kill this Robin with her. I don't think it's going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. We also brought our Lilina with Axebreaker 2, Bolganone, and that's going to handle this Ike, and of course that Azura. We also brought Takumi. I've never actually used the Takumi before, but we're doing this as a test. I noticed he had Bowbreaker, and look, there's a +4 Bolin, so why not try? The Ike is +10, by the way, with Distant Counter of all things, so that might make Lilina a little less useful. We also have a +10 Robin. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill this with this. This is a test. So here's hoping. And we have TA, Miracle, Wings of Mercy, who's just going to get wrecked. So let's see how this battle goes. I actually just realized yesterday with somebody in Discord that throwing weapon user people, daggers, thieves, whatever you want to call them, can use Bowbreaker. And they do not get Sakei's Blessing. I actually never knew that, believe it or not. I just don't have any thief daggers, I guess is their real name, that I ever use, so I just never even thought to consider using them. Unfortunately, they are made to kind of tank a hit and counterattack and kill her with a breaker, but Takumi has a good old 13 defense. He's not living anything. So, as you can see here, our Takumi with 13 defense actually survives an attack on this Bolin, which is just super awesome. And we got the debuffs off as well. Gotta get those animations off, because that's the whole point of playing, right? This is the hard one. I think once we get him on a defensive tile, we're going to be set here. So we're gonna draw back like this. We don't care if anybody dies. We're just trying to get a testing here to see how these units do against other ones. That Robin on the defensive tile is basically a no-go, though. There's no saving that. Perfect. So we can see here that our distant counter Ike gets wrecked by Lilina. And you might say, yeah, dummy, it's a red tome versus an axe. Of course you're going to win. And you'd be surprised once you hit the +10 range how little you win when you think you're supposed to. Like, there's so many times, like without Axebreaker, you end up getting doubled, you end up getting QR3'd, you end up getting so many different things, you get wrecked by Hector. You just need to be prepared for those sorts of things. And this is really one of the only ways to handle it. So here we go. Okay, this is impressive. I did not think we were going to get this kill, but it looks like our girl Sheeta can get the kill on Robin here. I know a lot of people are looking for ways to kill Robin, and this is a +10 Robin handling this Grima. We are on a defensive tile, but it doesn't matter. He only did 6 damage. And this is our minus attack Sheeta, who is not very good at a lot of things. So we'll get this guy dead here. And then we're going to get this Azura dead as well. Just super impressive to use breakers, and if I did not have breakers, even if I had a higher merged unit, I probably would not have came out as well in that situation. Okay, another one of my favorite things to showcase. We've got Lilina here. There's a +10 Ike, of course, with his breath, all that usual thing. We've got a +7 Noe here, a slow Noe with only 30 speed. That's very important. We have the Harden here. I've never tried fighting one of these Hardens before, but he's got Warding Breath, Bold Fighter, Ward Armor. It looks pretty baller. And we have a Just Here to Fight Hector with the usual stuff, because Hector's Hector, and we're gonna just destroy this team with these terrible units. We've got our young Tiki here. And young Tiki is here to kill both of these two, potentially also the others if she really needs to, but primarily she's there for those 2 blue units. Lilina is there to embarrass the others, and just in case I'm incorrect in my calculations, Lin's there to save the day. But Tiki is one of my favorite ways to counter dragons currently, and all you want to do is just take the hit and counterattack. She's got QR. Most of these Noes are super duper duper slow. Mine is fast because I like being able to handle green units like this, but the slow ones just get wrecked by stuff like Tiki. Same with Faye. If it's not a super speedy Faye, your Tiki is going to kick all of their butts. We never really want to do this with Tiki. We don't want to engage. We want to use every little bit of her close defense and QR as we possibly can, since she is kind of slow. So we can do this plus 10 Berserk Armad's Hector and kick this guy in the absolute face with his daughter. And this just feels so good, being able to kill these. They're one of my biggest problems everywhere. And we actually have the Xaxes kill, which is really nice. And this is, again, a plus HP minus defense, I think, Lilina, with a Bolganon and attack plus 3, and just, like, the worst everything. It feels so unbelievably good. I get asked a lot how to counter dragons, how to counter Hector, how to counter things that counter, and this is basically the story of all of it right here. We have all of these great ways to do this, most of which involve people like Lilina. Lilina actually can't get this kill, which is kind of surprising. Very rare she doesn't kill an Axebreaker unit, but it's okay. We've got our girl Lin to take off, to finish this off. And we have Lin here just because of the Dazzling. Dazzling is probably my favorite thing to use in Arena Assault right now. I know I say that a lot, but it's been Dazzlings and Breakers. They just make Arena Assault so much better. And from here, we're just going to throw our Tiki in front of Harden, and it's just a joke at this point.
Tropical attack.
So much fun with units now. Good try, Harden. Good try. Maybe if you get a couple more merges, you can take her down. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to show you some fun battles I had with some units that make Arena Assault so much easier for me. All you need to do is slap a breaker on somebody and you're good to go, unless it's somebody like Odin, then you might have a little bit of a problem. But in general, this is how I do it. And I have a ton of units like this that I rely on. These are just the ones I like using the most because they're seasonals. I love using the seasonals. And keep in mind too, like, if you take a look at my Charlotte, she is terrible. Like, she doesn't have good IVs. She has pretty bad stats. She's got no speed. Her attack is okay. Her HP's great, but that's about it. And then you look at our win boost here, if I can actually click on the right one. We have an A skill that literally does nothing. This never comes into play when I use her. One, because we never have more HP than anybody else, especially since our bite isn't refined. And two, Swordbreaker is what we use for everything, so nobody we engage has any use for speed. This could be a 0 speed Charlotte for all I care, because Swordbreaker does all the work for us. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe if this gave you any good ideas or tips. And if you have any units that you like to use breakers on that are kind of out of the box, let me know in the comments below, and hopefully I can do the same thing with mine. So have a wonderful day. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.